Well, good morning, everyone. That sounds like a College of Ag Sciences group up there. Good morning to you. What a beautiful day for a commencement. Welcome to this, the Colleges of Ag Sciences Spring 2022 commencement. Here we are, graduates, here to celebrate you and your achievements, to recognize you not just for what you've done, but for what you'll be. What a wonderful day for us to do that. When you think about the word commencement, we think a lot about not an ending, but a beginning that will commence to do things. And in today's ceremonies, we'll have particular elements that will reflect your journey and the importance of about what you're about to do. So welcome to you. We have these types of ceremonies. They become very important parts for us, these kinds of ceremonies, to really take a moment to reflect and think about the values that have brought us together, and to reflect on what that journey means for us. We take time to be able to show some important things like gratitude that we have for one another, and to really build along the elements of things that make agriculture so important. One of those is stewardship. Think about that for a moment. Think about what it means to be a good steward of each other, a steward of education, a steward of agriculture, and a steward of our land. That, in and of itself, is a defining characteristic of the College of Agricultural Sciences. So we acknowledge that stewardship, that role that we have, the service orientation, as part of our land grant mission, a mission that we live every day around discovery and around learning and around engaging. We also take a moment to understand the origins of our university and the importance of stewardship now and into the future. And we acknowledge, with CSU's land acknowledgement, how this university was founded around that mission, and that it did come at a dire cost to Native peoples and Indigenous peoples. So with that in mind, it's my pleasure to take a moment of reflection and read to you Colorado State University's land acknowledgement. Colorado State University acknowledges, with respect, that the land we are on today is the traditional and ancestral homelands of the Arapaho, the Cheyenne, and the Ute nations and peoples. This was also a site of trade, gathering, and healing for numerous other Native tribes. We recognize the Indigenous peoples as original stewards of this land and all the relatives within it. As these words of acknowledgement are spoken and heard, the ties nations have to their traditional homelands are renewed and reaffirmed. CSU is founded as a land grant institution, and we accept that our mission must encompass access to education and inclusion. And significantly, that our founding came at a dire cost to the Native nations and peoples whose land this university was built upon. This acknowledgement is the education and inclusion we must practice in recognizing our institutional history, responsibility, and commitment. Would you please rise for a moment for the presentation of the colors, and direct your attention to the colors as they're brought forward by the Colorado State University Air Force Pershing Rifles Wing Walker Honor Guard, alongside Michaela Fitzpatrick singing God Bless America and our national anthem.
God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above. From the mountains to the prairies to the oceans, white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, my home, sweet home. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets everywhere, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you. You may be seated. Thank you, Michaela, for that rousing rendition of God Bless America and the national anthem. Let's hear it again for Michaela. Truly a terrific way to start this commencement ceremony. My name is James Pritchett. I serve as the Dean of the College of Agricultural Sciences. My pleasure to serve this group. And I'm one of the elements of the journey that our graduates have had. And with us today are honored guests on the platform group that also represent some of those same elements, important parts of your journey as you've come through Colorado State University. So it's now my pleasure to introduce the members of the platform party. Platform party, I'll ask you to rise as I introduce you and to remain standing until all our names have been read. And let's hold our applause, unless you would like to clap once after each name is read. It is a privilege for the College of Agricultural Sciences to have with us this afternoon Dr. Andrew Seidel, Professor of Department of Agriculture and Resource Economics, and our college marshal. I'm going to warn you, this is a long one. Dr. Jan Leach, member of the National Academies of Sciences, Associate Dean of Research for the College of Agricultural Sciences, and a University Distinguished Professor. Dr. Susan James, Vice Provost for Faculty Affairs. Major Ryan Raleigh, Assistant Professor of Military Studies. Dr. Donald Michaels, Director, University Honors Program. Mr. Matt Camper, Assistant Dean of Teaching Practice and Academic Programs. Ms. Addie Elliott, Assistant Dean of Academic Advising and Student Success. Mr. Armando Valdez, Vice Chair of the Colorado State University Board of Governors. Ms. Joyce McConnell, Colorado State University President. Dr. Amy Charkowski, Head, Department of Agricultural Biology. Dr. Haley Chenard, Head, Department of Agricultural and Resource Economics. Dr. Keith Belk, Head, Department of Animal Sciences. Dr. Tony Koski, the Interim Head of Department of Horticulture and Landscape Architecture. And Dr. Jim Ippolito, Associate Head, Department of Soil and Crop Sciences. I want to take a moment to recognize our announcer who will read your names in a bit. That's Dr. Sue Ellen Melzer. Join me in thanking our platform committee and honoring them for their presence. Thank you, Sue. Well, I want to take a minute and talk to the folks that are in the upper bowl around Moby Gymnasium. Parents, relatives, friends, are you excited to be here today? Like you, we're so proud of your graduates today, the journeys they've gone on, and grateful for the support that you've provided all of them. Thank you very much. Now to the graduates, I'm looking out at your faces and seeing you there. Some faces are younger than other faces out there. And when I look on your faces, I can see the same things that many of us felt when we graduated too. You've got that feeling of anticipation, don't you? In right now? Maybe a little bit of enthusiasm? Maybe a little bit of the dean shouldn't talk so long because we have things we need to do, right? A little bit of that too. But I would imagine that you also feel, as we just shouted out to your folks up in the upper bowl, that you felt some gratitude, didn't you? For those folks that are there. Grateful about all the people that helped you along this journey, along your way, so that you could be successful. And so I'd want to take just a moment to recognize some of those folks too, along with you. So could I please have the faculty for the College of Agricultural Sciences rise at this point? You know, the heart of any, please stay standing, you're not done yet. The heart of any academic institution is really its faculty. These are the folks that are the intellectual powerhouse, if you will. They're the individuals who design the curriculum for you that's timeless. They help to connect you to your future opportunities. And they do the job of helping to inspire you and maybe even challenge you a little bit. As you look at those faculty, you may recognize some who have challenged you. I'd also like our professional staff to please rise as well. Our professional staff include our academic success coordinators. How many of you have gone to an ASC office feeling one way, maybe a little low, and walked out feeling a whole lot better because you know that you were supported and you were guided and you were helped to be successful? Graduates, would you please help join me in thanking your faculty and professional staff for all that they do? Well, commencement can really be a whirlwind of activity, right? This commencing, this taking forward, this going forth. And it's always very important for us to have a little perspective of that. Not only a little perspective, but maybe get inspired, maybe get a charge placed before us. And so today, it's my pleasure to introduce our commencement speaker, the person who will give us the charge today. Today's speaker is our Board of Governor member, the Vice Chair of the Board of Governors for the Colorado State University System. That's Armando Valdez. Mr. Valdez is a native of the San Luis Valley in Colorado, and he grew up on a farm and a ranch that consisted of cattle, sheep, small grains, and hay. That's the Valdez Land and Livestock LLC, which he continues to manage alongside his wife and his children. In addition to his passion for agriculture, Governor Valdez was an assistant professor of management and the director of the healthcare administration program in the School of Business at Adams State University. He was an integral part in the development of the healthcare administration and agribusiness programs. In 2021, President Biden appointed him to serve as the Colorado State Director of the USDA Rural Development. It is in recognition of his commitment to rural Colorado that he was named as that. Governor Valdez serves the San Luis Valley in many different ways. He's a member of the Conejos County Land Use Planning Commission, the County Board of Adjustments, chair of his parish's Finance Committee, board president for the Board of Guadalupe Parish Credit Union, member of the 12th Judicial District Nominating Commission, and also a member of the Noxious Weed District. I hope he doesn't call you about that. In 2009, he was appointed by President Barack Obama to the USDA Farm Service Agency Executive Committee for Colorado. And in 2012, he was appointed as the executive chair of that committee and served in that role until his term ended in 2018. So when you talk to Governor Valdez or you hear him speak, you get to identify what those priorities that he has are. He believes that his role is to have impact, to facilitate opportunities for others, to steward, and to caretake. He wants to do that for all of Colorado, especially enhancing agricultural, economic, and educational and social interests while protecting rural and agricultural lifestyles. So without further ado, please join me in welcoming Armando Valdez to the podium.
Thank you, Dean Bridges. Appreciate it. Well, good morning. Welcome to Colorado State University. I'm excited and honored to be here, and on behalf of the Board of Governors, want to extend a sincere thank you for choosing CSU, and congratulations on your achievements. You are ambassadors going forward. I have a special honor being here today with the College of Agricultural Sciences. In addition to being the Vice Chair of the Board of Governors, I am also the agricultural representative on the Board of Governors, representing agricultural interests, rural lifestyles, rural economics around the state. As Dean Pritchett mentioned, I have a passion for agriculture. I have a passion for ensuring that our rural lifestyles continue on in a robust manner. And my role currently as State Director for USDA here in Colorado is to go around to all of the rural communities here in Colorado and ensure that they have that sustainable future. And with programs, and especially Colorado State University and the College of Agricultural Sciences, we are going to ensure that that happens. We had a discussion a little bit earlier that's appropriate for the College of Agricultural Sciences to have their commencement at 8 a.m. in the morning. Because in May, the sun's already been up for 3 hours and we don't want to burn any more time. As a lifelong farmer and rancher, I'm very appreciative of taking advantage of all that resource. And it was instilled in me at a young age that if there's sunlight out, I feel guilty if I'm not outside working. So that's why December 21st is my favorite day of the year. Sun comes up at 7:30, goes down at 4:30, and I'm inside relaxing. But also, as a lifelong farmer and rancher, I appreciate all of the talents, the skills, the expertise that our students have gained through this program. And coming into this program, I would have an idea as that farmer and rancher of what agriculture means. It becomes conditioned to us, I think, as a farmer and rancher. And then I come and meet with Dean Pritchett and the talented set of faculty and staff that we have in this college, and I understand that my perception is not quite exactly what it seems. There is much more breadth, there is much more innovation, and what you learned is much more contemporary than maybe a traditional view or perspective of what my idea of agriculture is. So I want to thank Dean Pritchett and the College of Agricultural Sciences. Thank you for pushing, setting the tone, and being the leaders in agriculture. And we have a whole new set of leaders here today. So I have a few prepared remarks that I want to share with you. Hopefully it will give you some encouragement, send you forward on today, because as Dean Pritchett mentioned, this is a commencement. It is the start of another journey for you. You've completed one, but this is by no means a culmination. You are headed forward into an exciting, bright future. In a moment, during the conferral of your degrees, you are going to hear the words, the rights, the privileges, the responsibilities thereto appertaining. So now I tell you that part of your responsibilities are to be an ambassadors to the world. Ambassadors on behalf of Colorado State University. And as more unique to you, you're the ambassadors to take forward the expertise of your College of Agricultural Sciences. And I think that's very impactful. Do not take this as additional pressure. Take this as additional confidence. Confidence in your talents, your skill sets, your ideas, your creative approaches, your logical and analytical evaluations, your ability to help others, and your ability to cultivate relationships. Your degree, which you will receive based on your accomplishments, is only as good as you can represent it. And I know that you will represent that degree in with quality and sensation, which will provide a positive impact to our society. Because, as stated before, the faculty and staff that work with you bring you a tremendous foundation of knowledge and talent to help your skill sets as you go forward. We need individuals who are willing to unify, complement, and empower, because today we need ambassadors of teaching and learning. As Dean Pritchett mentioned, Colorado State University is a great land-grant institution, started with that intent from President Abraham Lincoln to provide access to learning to all of our communities, especially our rural communities. We want to definitely keep that in mind. So this will be much more transformative than working in the mindset of just being independent or individualistic. We have arrived to a point in our society where we want to share our thoughts and our perspectives via channels and mediums which promote the expression of every thought, every idea which comes to our top of mind, and we could share it very quickly. And it is a great attribute of our society that we have that empowerment, to have that freedom to express and share those thoughts and ideas. But yet somehow, this has manifested itself into the idea that only my thoughts and only my ideas matter, and yours may not. Right now, I can easily self-select ideas I agree with and easily discard ideas that I don't find valuable. So how did we get here? Well, a generation before mine started this freedom of expression on a society-wide basis. It was a generation of peace and love, which led to a decade of sex, drugs, and rock and roll. So this must have all been a little too risque, because my generation was told, don't discuss anything that's too out of the ordinary. Don't discuss race, don't discuss religion, don't discuss politics. When instead, I believe we should have been mentored to focus on empathy, conflict resolution, understanding, and guarding against bounded rationality. And finally, dialogue building. I want to talk about dialogue building today. So much emphasis is based upon debate and discussion, and those are the lesser siblings of dialogue. Debate is about opposing arguments, striving to convince the opposite side of how wrong it is, and the emphasis is on winning. Discussion is about being firmly grounded in our own views and perspectives and expecting others to move on from their views to our views and accept our perspectives. Again, the emphasis is on winning. Dialogue, however, is about exploring the views and perspectives of others and being open to blending those thoughts with our own. The emphasis is on learning, the foundation of our great land-grant institution. We've lost some of dialogue, and so my charge to you is, how do we rejuvenate dialogue in our society? I want you to be ambassadors of dialogue in addition to ambassadors of CSU. Dialogue is a challenge because our society is conditioned to focus on winning. And there is nothing wrong with winning. There are definitely times when winning is indeed the appropriate goal. However, there are situations when learning must be our primary goal. And you've been prepared to decipher when that is the appropriate time. As ambassadors of dialogue, I want you to help decipher for you and for others when it is appropriate for that learning aspect. And as we move forward, keep that in mind, because believe me, your learning has not ended. We're coming back to commencement. Your learning is just beginning. Through my experience and through my journey, I want to leave you with 3 helpful approaches that have definitely been beneficial to me. And I want you to keep these in mind as you move forward on your journey. First of all, I want you to be strategic. Strategic means having a goal in mind and establish goals that are not reality yet. They will be reality. You're experiencing in a reality today. 4 years ago, this was not reality. Maybe 5 years, 6 years. But today, it's the reality of you achieving a goal you set forward in the past. Now you're looking forward to set those additional goals and additional opportunities of what you want to accomplish. As Dean Pritchett mentioned, I was a professor for over 20 years, most recently at Adams State University in Southern Colorado in my beloved San Luis Valley. It was an opportunity that I would have never imagined when I was here at CSU. I was just like you. And one of my biggest regrets is that I didn't take more classes out of the College of Agricultural Sciences. I was a College of Business graduate. But during that time, I thought I was going to head off into a different direction. Business, financial analysis, maybe get away from the farm and ranch. And there was something instilled in me so much that I wanted to return to the San Luis Valley. I wanted to give back to my community, and I wanted to connect to those natural resources I love so much, the land, the water, and the people. I would have never have been open to an opportunity of teaching had I not been open to dialogue and I had not been open to learning. So in your strategic approach, be open to new opportunities that come your way. Don't turn them away. The second aspect is I want you to be conceptual. See the big picture. See what's happening. See how you fit into it and where you can make the most positive impact. Learn of places where you can help without being directed or without being told. Offer your talents and your skills, because we have lots of it in this room. Help others find a path in the system. Be open to working interdependently and open to be working collectively. Don't feel the need to win, but the need to learn and the need to achieve in a collective manner. And finally, be entrepreneurial. Maybe this is all part of my business influence, but being entrepreneurial doesn't mean making money. Business entrepreneurial means coming up with ideas and putting them into action. Put him into practical application. Many people believe that being entrepreneurial is exclusive to a business function. It's not. It's about being creative. It's about developing ideas. It's about working on action plans to produce tangible outcomes. It's okay to be a dreamer. I want you to be a dreamer. That's part of being strategic and conceptual and entrepreneurial. But find ways to make those dreams your reality. Focus on big dreams, big ambitions. You may have heard them described as WIGs, wildly important goals, or BHAGs, big, hairy, audacious goals. Develop your own referencing term, but think big and dream big. With those three attributes, you will experience an exciting journey that will not only be successful for you, but be successful for your family and friends and neighbors and your community. And that's what we have in terms of this fulfillment, is the ability for us to contribute and help others. I am hopeful this has provided you a little bit of inspiration along your path and along your journey for your life. You have made friendships which will influence you forever. You have decided on a content area and a discipline which will influence your professional career. Maybe you found a life partner who you want to share your journey with, but you have learned something more value from that. You have learned how to learn. You have learned the value of learning. You have learned to engage and experience dialogue. It's time to reflect on your transformation, but don't dwell. I was always told of an old adage that it's okay to look backward, but don't stare. Your future's in front of you, and that's what I want you to influence, is your future. Work hard, help others, and make things better as you go forward. Congratulations, and let's go CSU Rams. Thank you, everyone. Very proud of you, and proud to represent Colorado State University. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Governor Valdez. It's so nice to hear your story and your charge and the inspiring words you shared. We appreciate it. Good afternoon. Good morning, graduates. I feel like I've been up forever, but it's still morning. It's so wonderful to see each and every one of you here. My name is Addie Elliott, and I serve as the Assistant Dean for Academic Advising and Student Success. And I want to offer my warmest congratulations to each and every one of you here at your spring commencement. What a journey it's been. I met many of you 4 years ago. Do you remember Ram Welcome? It was so different then, but you have changed so very much. and you have grown from that first year. Your curiosity, your passion, your inspiration, and your innovation have truly left their mark on each of us in the college and the College of Agriculture as a whole. Colorado State University recognizes outstanding scholarship by granting the baccalaureate degree of cum laude, magna cum laude, and summa cum laude to those students in each college who have achieved high academic excellence in their undergraduate programs. These students collectively today may be recognized by their gold gowns. The College of Agricultural Sciences designates the distinction of summa cum laude to those graduates maintaining a cumulative GPA of 3.98 during their undergraduate program of study. These students are also wearing gold cords in addition to their gold robes. The college also designates magna cum laude to those graduates maintaining a 3.85 GPA and cum laude to those graduates maintaining a 3.78 GPA during their academic program of study. First, I invite our cum laude students to please stand and be recognized as I announce your names. We ask that you hold your applause until we've acknowledged each group of our candidates. Bailey Morell with a major in agricultural education. Nick Sages with a major in environmental and natural resource economics. Aaron Trotter with a major in environmental and natural resource economics. Risa Boyd with a major in animal sciences. Kevin Clausen with a major in animal sciences. Matthew Mason with a major in animal sciences. Tiara Matthews with a major in animal sciences. Julia Schlaff with a major in animal sciences. Allison On with a major in equine sciences. Sarah Martin with a major in equine sciences. Madison McHugh with a major in equine sciences. Samantha Nadoff with a major in equine sciences. Hannah Schurer with a major in equine sciences. Grace Silicato with a major in equine sciences. Chase Rumpf with a major in environmental horticulture. Jacob Easley with a major in horticulture. Brandon Sandoval with a major in horticulture. And Jacob Thompson with a major in landscape design and contracting. Please join me in offering a big congratulations to our cum laude candidates. Well done, you may be seated. Now I invite our candidates for magna cum laude to please stand and be recognized. Again, we'll hold our applause until we recognize each student. Reagan Fernandez with a major in agricultural business. Leah Chu with a major in equine sciences. Caitlin Benson with a major in environmental horticulture. Annie Irwin with a major in landscape architecture. Please join me in congratulating our magna cum laude candidates. Congratulations, you may be seated. Lastly, I'd like to invite our summa cum laude candidates to please stand and be recognized. Lexi Miller with a major in animal sciences. Stetson Coombe with a major in horticulture. And Anna Schwab with a major in equine science. Please join me in congratulating our summa cum laude candidates. Excellent job, graduates. You may be seated. CSU was founded over 150 years ago as a land-grant institution with a mission to educate citizens of Colorado. Today, the undergraduates in this room represent some of the most talented and committed people in the state, the country, and the world. I would also like to take a moment to recognize a special group amongst our community: our first-generation students, staff, and faculty. To be among the first of your generation and your family to attend college is an achievement unto itself. And now you are seeing the culmination of so much hard work and sacrifice as you graduate. If you wish, I invite all first-generation graduates, faculty, and staff to stand and be recognized as we applaud your success. Congratulations. Thank you. You may be seated. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Don Mickles, Director of the University Honors Program, to the podium to introduce our Honors Program graduates.
Thank you. Today, I am pleased to recognize those students who have earned the distinction of University Honors Scholar. To become a University Honors Scholar, a student completes an integrated program of studies that includes honors seminars, honors courses in the major, and a senior honors thesis, while achieving at least a 3.5 cumulative grade point average. These students may be recognized by the green gowns and black stoles they are wearing. Graduates, as I announce your name, please stand and remain standing until all are recognized. Caitlin Benson, with a major in environmental horticulture. Grace Brenna, with a major in animal science. Kevin Clausen, with a major in animal science. Grace Kovac, with a major in equine science. Haley Hurdle, with a major in animal science. Anna Ipurno, with a major in landscape architecture. Allison Kudurka, with a major in agricultural business. Tiara Matthews, with a major in animal science. Raj Rabhajan, with a major in environmental horticulture. Brandon Sandoval, with a major in horticulture. Anna Schwab, with a major in equine science. And Grace Silicato, with a major in equine science. Please join me in recognizing these outstanding honors scholars. Apparently we missed a couple. Sorry. Stand. I apologize. Congratulations, graduates. You may be seated. At this time, I would like to welcome to the podium Major Ryan Raleigh, Assistant Professor of Military Studies.
Well, good morning, everyone. On behalf of the Colorado State Army ROTC Battalion, really honored to be here as we just take a few moments to recognize some of our student veterans. Friday morning, this individual yesterday was commissioned into the United States Army as a second lieutenant in the Army National Guard. As I call your name, Abigail, please just stand up here for a moment while I recognize you. Abigail Novak. So Abigail commissioned into the Chemical Corps in the Wyoming Army National Guard. She's not going to be too far away as she does her service in Cheyenne, Wyoming. Again, just please help me congratulate Abigail as she commissioned in the United States Army. Second Lieutenant Novak. Thank you, Abigail. So right now, I'd just like to take a moment and ask if there's any active duty veterans in attendance this morning. If you are, please, student or family member, please, if you would just take a moment and stand as we recognize you if you are in attendance. I think there's anyone. Yeah? All right. So I was brief. I know everybody's got a lot to do today. It's a special day for everyone. Again, on behalf of the Army ROTC program, thank you again, and faculty and the Department of Agricultural Sciences for inviting me here to speak as we recognize our student veterans. Again, thank you for your service, and then as we recognize you and your academic goals going forward. Go Rams!
Thank you, Major Raleigh, and congratulations, Second Lieutenant Novak. We appreciate you. Well, we're almost at that time, and gosh, there's no better ambassador for this time than our 15th president of Colorado State University, President Joyce McConnell.
Good morning. I'm beginning to feel like it's truly a celebration. First, I want to recognize and commend Dean James Pritchett, his team, and the faculty and staff of the College of Agricultural Sciences here at Colorado State University. You have been teachers, mentors, counselors, allies, and friends to those whose academic journeys culminate here today. I truly am delighted to be here to celebrate all of you, today's graduates, tomorrow's leaders, along with your friends and your families. I know how meaningful it is to have the people you care about and who care about you on hand to help mark this important step. We're here to honor your hard work and celebrate your academic accomplishments. And we're here to share the excitement about the bright futures you have charted for yourselves while at Colorado State University. Earning a degree has always required dedication and effort, but these past few years presented all of us with challenges none of us could have expected. Your ability to navigate uncertainty and meet those challenges has distinguished you and will continue to do so as you move forward in our increasingly connected world and one that is rapidly changing. When new challenges inevitably arise, you will be able to draw on your experience and what it has taught you. I know what it's taught you is resilience and grit and a strange kind of optimism in the face of hard times. Your studies have prepared you for many professional careers in the world of agriculture, probably including some that haven't even been imagined yet. So I have a charge for you today. It is your time to lead. The academic accomplishments we celebrate here are an important milestone on your pathway to success. You've reached it by demonstrating courage, conviction, commitment, and probably a lot of lost sleep. Learning isn't an experience for the faint of heart. It is an important and intricate process that opens up whole new worlds and transforms lives, not just yours, but for generations to come. Your CSU education is really just the beginning of a journey, one of opportunity and transformation that will last a lifetime. From here, your vision, your energy, and your resilient spirit will carry you forward. That spirit, one of hope and optimism, has endured at Colorado State University for generations, growing ever stronger, particularly in you, in the face of adversity. The knowledge, experience, and expertise you have gained over these past few years have prepared you to be a leader on your journey. Our world needs leaders, now more than ever. I'm so proud to know that you, our Colorado State University College of Ag grads, will be among them, forging a bold, trailblazing path to our shared future. And as you prepare for the next stage of your journey, whether that's graduate school, a career, or something else, remember, whatever you do and wherever you are, you always will be a valued member of our RAM family, a community that reaches across our nation and around our world. I really can't wait to see where those journeys take you. I want to hear back from you, where you are, what you're doing, what lives you've transformed. On behalf of the entire CSU community, congratulations.
Thank you, President McConnell, for those remarks. Class of 2022, would you please rise? President McConnell, I present to you the candidates from the College of Agricultural Sciences for the baccalaureate degree. These candidates and their fellows in absentia have fulfilled the requirements for the degree Bachelor of Science at Colorado State University.
Thank you, Dean Pritchett. This is my favorite part. It is my sincere honor to formally declare, on behalf of and with the authority of the Board of Governors of the Colorado State University system, I hereby confer the Bachelor of Science degree on each of you, together with all of the rights, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining thereunto. Let us all recognize the achievements of this wonderful, amazing, resilient group of students on behalf of the entire CSU community. Congratulations.
We will now do what you've all come to experience and been waiting for. We will award diplomas to each of you in this graduating class. The departmental marshals will lead the graduates to the stage. The department heads will present the diplomas, and Dr. Sue Ellen Melzer will announce the graduates. A listing of our candidates for those who are here to support and celebrate may be found in the Commencement program, which is available on the CSU Commencement website or via the QR code. Graduates, parents, friends, family, commencement ceremonies are a time-honored and distinguished occasion, as well as a time for big celebration. Please feel free to express your pride, your happiness, and your enthusiasm as your candidates receive their degree. Will the department marshals please direct the graduates to the podium?
Hello? Yes. Okay. Department of Horticulture and Landscape Architecture. Stetson Dakota Quinn, Horticultural Business Management. Annie Mackenzie Irwin, Landscape Architecture, Ecological Restoration. Jacob Thompson, Landscape Architecture. Jacob M. Easley, Horticulture, Horticultural Sciences. Caitlin Grace Benson, Environmental Horticulture, Landscape Design and Contracting. Anna Leah Erpino, Landscape Architecture. Raj M. Ramajan, Environmental Horticulture, Landscape Design and Contracting. Brandon Todd Sandoval, Horticulture, Horticultural Sciences. Samuel McNeil Kelly, Environmental Horticulture, Nursery and Landscape Management. Emily G. Gritters, Horticulture, Floriculture. Izzy Turkile, Environmental Horticulture, Nursery and Landscape Management. Rochella Joy Lamborn, Horticulture, Horticultural Food Crops. Mason Blaze Rusnek, Environmental Horticulture, Landscape Design and Contracting. Jacob Gregory Eppers, Environmental Horticulture, Landscape Design and Contracting. Ryan Douglas Salter, Environmental Horticulture, Landscape Design and Contracting. Devin Delaney Wolf, Environmental Horticulture, Landscape Design and Contracting. Taylor Alexis Way, Environmental Horticulture, Landscape Design and Contracting. Laura Victoria Simmons, Environmental Horticulture, Landscape Design and Contracting. Elizabeth Rose Hodge, Horticulture, Horticultural Business Management. Cassandra C. Tassi, Horticulture, Horticultural Business Management. Samantha N. Vadovis, Horticulture, Horticultural Business Management. Milo Salisbury, Horticulture, Botany. Oliver B. Chapman, Landscape Architecture. Kevin Scott McKittrick, Horticulture, Horticultural Business Management. Aiden M. Quill, Horticulture, Controlled Environmental Horticulture. John Matthew Mogan, Horticulture, Controlled Environment Horticulture. William Rutledge Gongos, Horticulture, Controlled Environment Horticulture. Matthew Bruni, Horticulture, Horticultural Business Management. James Guadagnoli, Horticultural Science. Sean Tretrino Tracy, Horticulture, Floriculture. Connor Stewart, Horticulture. Basil Scott Bloom, Horticulture, Controlled Environment Horticulture. Abigail E. Christ, Horticulture, Controlled Environment Horticulture. Megan Reen Fennell, Horticulture, Horticultural Food Crop. Madeline Elise Peso, Horticulture, Horticultural Therapy. Laura A. Newscable, Horticulture, Horticultural Therapy. George Leslie Klingscales, Horticulture, Horticultural Business Management. Francis E. Churches, Horticulture, Horticultural Business Management. Drew J. Wester, Landscape Architecture. Cecilia D. Amen, Landscape Architecture. Cameron West Londano, Landscape Architecture. Spencer Allen Bidgood, Landscape Architecture. William Corsland, Landscape Architecture. Peyton A. Dorset, Environmental Horticulture Turf Management. Taya Loran, Landscape Architecture. Violet Jean Sunshine Kennedy, Landscape Architecture. Jonathan David Cable, Landscape Architecture. Vicky Igalondo Wenda, Landscape Architecture. Abraham Sanchez Rico, Landscape Architecture. Benjamin George Whitaker, Landscape Architecture. Casey Edwin Oberto, Landscape Architecture. Mohana Janaka Dada Reddy, Landscape Architecture. Austin J. Lang, Horticulture, Horticultural Business Management. Department of Agricultural Resource Economics. Bailey Sue Morell, Agricultural Education, Agricultural Literacy. Nicholas Robert Sages, Environmental and Natural Resource Economics. Reagan Olivia Fernandez, Agricultural Business. Sarah Emily Apple, Agricultural Sciences. Heather Nicole Crabtree, Agricultural Education. Caitlin R. Seelhoff, Agricultural Sciences. Morgan Sider, Agricultural Business. Brett T. Jasmine, Agricultural Business. Dylan Ray Ebright, Agricultural Business. Lucas Philip Myers, Agricultural Business. Richard S. Kalausje, Environmental and Natural Resource Economics. Zach M. Bateski, Environmental and Natural Resource Economics. Renee G. Philo, Agricultural Business. Carissa Ann Boley, Agricultural Business. Leonardo Jimenez Rodriguez, Agricultural Business. Ronald Cabrera Jr. and Ari Cabrera, Agricultural Business. Catherine Choquette, Agricultural Business. Cheyenne Marie Hope, Agricultural Education Teacher Development. Jessica Jane Pace, Agricultural Business. Mackenzie Yoder, Agricultural Education. Casey Ann DeField, Agricultural Education, Agricultural Literacy. Caitlin Mackenzie Fulmer, Agricultural Business and Animal Science. Kisa Yamali Sutro, agricultural business. Dina Tanzi, agricultural business. Kelsey Marie Story, equine science, agricultural business. Hayden Kenneth Carter, agricultural business. Lane Andrew Walter, agricultural business. Ross Burris, agricultural business. Robert Cole Capucacci, agricultural business. Department of Soil and Crop Sciences. Russell James Halasi, Soil and Crop Sciences. Liliander Fendler, Soil and Crop Sciences, Plant Biotechnology, Genetics, and Breeding. Michael Levi Johnson, Soil and Crop Sciences, Soil Ecology. Michaela Dawn Fenton, Soil and Crop Sciences. Derek Antonio Witzke, Soil and Crop Sciences, Plant Technology, Genetics, and Breeding. Titus Scott Fed Unruh, Soil and Crop Sciences, Applied Information Technology. Department of Animal Sciences. Hannah L. Schur, Equine Sciences. Allison Rose Oni, Equine Sciences. Leah S. Chu, Equine Sciences. Madison Raina McHugh, Equine Science. Matthew Ryan Mason, Animal Science. Sarah Josephine Martin, Equine Science. Samantha Shawn Nothoff, Equine Science. Arissa Lacey Boyd, Animal Science. Alexandra Constance Miller, Animal Science. Grace Catherine Silicato, Equine Science. Haley Ann Hurdle, Animal Science. Lisa Pitch, Equine Science and Psychology. Anne Geraldine Schwabe, Equine Science. Jordan Becker, Equine Science and Biomedical Science. Tierra Michelle Matthews, Animal Science. Grace Irene Branagh, Animal Science. Allison Marie Kuderka, Animal Science. Jason Oki, Animal Science and Biomedical Science. Kevin Andrew Clausen, Animal Science. Casimira Layla Milan, Animal Science. Allison Virginia Pankoff, Animal Science. Reagan L. Shuey, Animal Science. Katrina A. Klein, Animal Science. Jonathan James Brackon, Animal Science. Tyler J. O'Donnell, Animal Science. Bridget R. Bloss, Animal Science. Francesca Chiero Faro, Animal Science. Adrian Vargas, Animal Science. Caden Nicholas Groves, Animal Science. Nicholas Anthony Battistelli, Equine Science. Luis A. Gonzalez, Equine Science. Wei Chen, Animal Science. Kenneth Hayden, Equine Science. Eve Abigail Echengoyen, Equine Science. Amanda K. Bailey, Equine Science. Brittany Lee Stewart, Equine Science. Caitlin Ann Frelino, Equine Science. Grace Ann Ambrose, Equine Science. Mary Montgomery Gatekey, Animal Science. Megan N. Cochran, Equine Science. Brynlee Shea Delos, Equine Science. Caitlin Marie Cook, Animal Science. Julie M. Davis, Equine Science. Maddie Louise Monson, Equine Science. Margaret Ann Shoddy, Animal Science. Isabella Wells, Animal Science. Julia Rose Schloff, Animal Science. Allison Lynn Murray, Animal Science. McKenna R. Eichenher, Animal Science. Lauren Graham, Equine Science. Sydney S. Julian, Equine Science. Haley Bell Setzer, Bachelor's in Equine Science. Caitlin Marie Paula, Equine Science. Aubrey Lynn Allen, Equine Science. Alexandra Haley Schumann, Equine Science. Nina Alicia Uchoy, Business Admin Minor, Equine Science. Michaela Renee Biglardio, Equine Science. Courtney Marie Athens, Animal Science. Cole Thomas Coburr, Animal Science. Kendra D. Gray, Animal Science. Rachel Leah Kokernak, Equine Science. Abigail Marie Novak, Animal Science. Emma Elizabeth Smith, Equine Science. Anne Caroline Sharon, Equine Science. Abby Christine Pernick, Equine Science. Lexi Lee Akers, Equine Science. Carolina Herrera, Equine Science. Kaylee Ray Lathrop, Equine Science. Claire Patricia Gerolamic, Equine Science. Jacqueline Mary Bach, Equine Science. Kelly Lundberg, Animal Science. Grace Marie Payne, Animal Science. Serena Vilvardi, Equine Science. Brianna R. Santora, Animal Science. Grayson Merritt Gilroy, Animal Science. Jaylee K. Morse, Equine Science. Emma Catherine Goodman, Equine Science. Margaret Marcella Carter, Equine Science. Chloe Bell Stevens, Equine Science. Kayla N. Markell, Equine Science. Muriel Amore Butler, Animal Science. Shelby Jane Williams, Equine Science. Alexandria Lauren Price, Animal Science. Dina Henry, Animal Science. Grace Ann Larson, Animal Science. Megan Elizabeth Jones, Animal Science. Brittany Ray Filter, Animal Science. Cora Colleen Johnson, Animal Science. Katie Jo Kelly, Equine Science. Allison Petty, Agricultural Business. Grace E. Shemrai, Equine Science. Fallon Kayla Weems, Equine Science. Josie Points, Equine Science. Macy Ryan Westbrook, Animal Science. Thank you. Thank you. Do you need this?
Friends, guests, let's hear it one more time for this spring class of 2022. Very well done, graduates. We're so proud of you. It's kind of a moment of reflection, and it's no better opportunity for us than to have a student talk a little bit about what it feels at this moment in time. So with that in mind, it's my pleasure to introduce to you one of your graduates, one of your classmates, Bailey Morrell. Bailey, would you please offer some remarks?
Good morning, everyone. I hope that you have all had the opportunity to have at least one cup of coffee this morning before joining together to celebrate the Colorado State University College of Agricultural Sciences Class of 2022. My name is Bailey Morrell, and I am graduating today with a degree in agricultural education, agricultural literacy concentration, and last night I graduated from the College of Liberal Arts with a political science degree, concentration in environmental politics and policy. Try saying those majors 3 times fast. Now you may be wondering why I'm here today, standing on the stage and giving a speech. 3 weeks ago, my only concern was not tripping on my way across the stage this morning. And if you had asked me if I would be the one to give a speech on behalf of my classmates, I would have laughed. But today, as I speak to you all about sharing your stories, I find it is only fair that I share mine with all of you. My story surrounds my personal love and passion for the future of agriculture, while ensuring the industry's future for generations to come. Chapter 1. I was raised on a farming and ranching operation in Northern California. Morrell Ranches, my family's operation, primarily raises Hereford and commercial crossbred cattle, and we also farm walnuts, almonds, and hay. I'm an only child, but I always say that in my situation, being an only child meant there was no one to share chores with. Chapter 2. I grew up involved in 4-H and FFA, was active in ASB and other clubs, and played both volleyball and softball. Looking back at my high school years, I was definitely gone at other events more than I was in class. But in 2018, I gave a similar speech to my high school graduating class of 98 students as valedictorian. My junior year of high school, I met a CSU recruiter by the name of Ruben at the National FFA Convention, and he opened my eyes to Colorado State University. After several college tours, I knew that Fort Collins and the CSU community was the home I would love to have for the next 4 years. That leads me to chapter 3. The last 4 years at Colorado State University have been filled with memories and opportunities, but also challenges we could never have anticipated. Look around. We are the class that survived COVID. We stayed strong in a virtual learning environment, and we are the first to truly enjoy a real graduation again after all the chaos we have been through. My fellow graduates, we have made the most of what we had. While at CSU, I've served as an officer of block and bridle, a College of Ag ambassador, participated in several clubs on campus, was involved in Greek life, and I was a member of the 2021 CSU Livestock Judging Team. I have also served the last 3 years on the National Junior Hereford Association Board of Directors, and while my college career has kept me busy, I honestly wouldn't trade my college experience for the world. The friends and relationships built in and outside of the classroom while here are ones that I will hold on to tightly as we all move forward into the next chapters of our lives. Chapter 4, the next chapter of our lives. This fall, I will be attending the University of the Pacific McGeorge School of Law to pursue my law degree with a program concentration in water law. I look forward to a career working as a water attorney and bridging gaps between agriculture and other industries as we protect the water resources available. For the past 8 years, this dream has been on the forefront of my mind, and I'm truly excited to begin this next journey. You see, while the chapters of my life have been filled with experiences and opportunities, my story is just beginning. Lately in the agriculture industry, we have heard the phrases, "tell your story," "tell the story of agriculture." In the College of Agriculture, we have been exposed to the many facets of the agricultural industry and have been molded into the next generation of agriculturalists. While I've met many of you with different backgrounds, experiences, and stories than mine, one thing we all hold dear is a passion for the future of agriculture. My fellow classmates, as you go forward into your own lives and careers, I encourage you to continue adding meaningful chapters to your story, while also being willing to share the story of agriculture. I was at a conference a few weeks ago, and this quote stood out to me. Tell your story before someone else can do it for you. Let me say that again. Tell your story before someone else can do it for you. I truly believe this sentiment holds true for both sharing our own story and agriculture's. As we begin the next chapter of our lives, I hope that you will stay true to the roots of your story and the roots of agriculture while being allowed the opportunity to grow and succeed in your endeavors. To conclude this chapter of the story, I am honored to be standing here today as a graduating senior of the class of 2022. Friends, family, and faculty surround us here today as we take the next step within our lives. For many of us, that is starting a career, continuing our education, or taking time to decide what the next chapter of our story may be. I know that personally, I would not be where I am today without the support of my mom and dad and the rest of my incredible family, and for that I am eternally grateful. I love you all. I truly believe that our lives can be read and understood as a story. Yes, there is a beginning, middle, and end, but there is so much more. Each page of our story describes a different time in our life that defines us and makes us who we are. Congratulations, class of 2022. Keep writing your stories.
Wow. Just got to take a minute and reflect on that, y'all. That was awesome. Bailey, thank you. Thank you so much for those remarks. That was awesome. My name is Matt Camper. I use he, him pronouns, and I serve as the Assistant Dean of Teaching Practice and Academic Programs here in the College of Agricultural Sciences. As I stand here in front of you, I've been reflecting on the fact that all of you have a different path and future ahead. But whether you stay in Fort Collins or travel to the far ends of the world, you have one important thing in common with each other, and with over 200,000 others who have come before you, either walking across this stage or others like it here at Colorado State University. You are all now alumni of Colorado State. And there's one more rite of passage that comes with that. And this is the time where you need to take those tassels and move them from the right side over to the left side. You join poets and scientists, teachers and engineers, food producers, care providers, entrepreneurs, and a myriad of others who have walked across this stage. And with that said, please remember that no matter where your personal and professional journey takes you, the College of Agricultural Sciences, your former instructors, and the Alumni Association are here for you every step of the way. So congrats. All right. While today is important for all of you down here, there's a final group of people we wish to acknowledge. And at this time, I would like to ask that all of the family and friends joining us today, please stand if you are able. Folks around us in the bowl, this group of graduates worked hard to succeed because you showed them what hard work and success looks like. They had motivation because you were always building them up. They took advantage of new and diverse opportunities because you gave them the confidence to do so. Graduates, these wonderful people standing up to support beside you helped you with homework, made you food that you liked, or even if you didn't, they at least made you try it, right? Hugged you into feeling better, inspired you in your career path and your passions, and probably helped to make you all better people. These folks here for you today are, for lack of a better word, awesome. And now through your applause down here and your cheering and raising the Moby roof, I want you to tell them so. Friends and family, please be seated. As we draw to a close, I want to thank members of the platform party, staff in the college, our Ag Council and Ag Ambassador representatives, and all the others who helped arrange this commencement. A special thanks to Kylie Moselle and Bridget Flood for providing sign language interpretation, Sue Ellen Meltzer for reading the names, the Colorado State University Air Force Pershing Rifles Wing Walker Honor Guard for presenting our colors, and the CSU Brass Ensemble and Michaela Fitzpatrick for leading us in singing. And I promise I won't do it a whole bunch more times, but at this time, I would like to have everyone please rise and join Michaela Fitzpatrick and the CSU Brass Ensemble in singing the Colorado State alma mater. The words are printed on page 1 of your programs.
Well, they're not going to put us up there. Oh, there you go. I was going to say, they don't put it up there.
Thank you, Michaela, and thank you to the CSU Brass Ensemble. Please be seated. We're just getting some squats in, it's all good. Graduates, you have been part of a special event. It's your university graduation and a moment, as others have said, that you will always remember. We are proud to have played a part in your lives, but we are most excited about what you will do and who you will become in the future. In just a few minutes, you're going to rise and leave this arena as alumni of Colorado State University and of the College of Agricultural Sciences. We humbly ask that as you take those first steps towards whatever lies ahead, that you reflect on and hold tightly to the principles of community that are at the core of this great university. I ask that the audience please remain seated while the platform group, faculty, and graduates retire from the arena. Thanks to you all for being with us. And in the same manner as I have concluded every class, and many of you are going to roll your eyes because you've been in that class, I have concluded every class taught here at CSU. I ask that you all be safe. I ask that you all take care of one another. And now go be Rams. Thank you.